Hello, viewers, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. We continue to take a look on what's happening in the nation of Zimbabwe without fear, without favor. According to COSWA, they are saying that COSWA Intel Unit, CIU, has confirmed that Chivhayo has been recruiting ex-army officers, employing them as personal security. The intel was picked by Zim Military Police. It's not known why he has gone overzealous to this extent. Motive are behind, and the actual figure is not yet known. So this is what Kozwa says, and I have heard a lot of people actually confirming the same. I've been trying by all means possible to get as much information as possible, but that is the information which is circulating in the secret society corridors, where they are confirming that indeed the man has been trying by all means possible to recruit ex-soldiers as part of his security. So this is very, very important because it then gets regarded as something which might be of security interest when it comes to the national security threats. Gathering my ex-military officials for your own private security, then it becomes a private military army, which must be registered and must be operated under the laws of Zimbabwe. So if that is happening, then it becomes a big problem. So he remains untouchable because of his relationship with number one. That is something which is very important to note at this point in time. To say if you are related to number one, if you are very, very close to number one, then you remain untouchable. We have seen confirmation of such from various activities, like when you look at the gold mafia, when you look at the accusations of Zek Tender, when you look at various corruption accusations which we have seen, he has been protected highly by number one. So he won a court case. We can talk about a court case which is believed it was highly influenced by number one, where he won 22 million in damages against the Zimbabwe Power Company. And the court didn't even bother to look at this company as a public entity company, and didn't even bother to look at the money in question to say this is the money from the public. And the man was given 5 million already and delivered nothing. And the court then awarded more money on top of that. And he has failed over the years. It's over 10 years now to deliver, which is a clear confirmation that he is highly protected by the most powerful men in the land. Then we go to the issue of ZEC. The ZEC tender, there is enough and overwhelming evidence to actually tell that this man is 100% involved and was supposed to be facing justice, but he didn't face justice. He is walking scot-free right now because he is friends to the other Scott, who is also part and parcel of that scheme, and they've been fingered together with Comrade Geza in terms of running gold corruption in Zimbabwe. So when you put it together, the issue of gold corruption, that then brings in people like Chivhayo and Rieta Rushwaya. So when you look at that cartel, which is involved in gold, which is involved in fuel, so we can talk of gold, we can talk of fuel, we can talk of lithium, we can talk of chrome. These are the areas these people are involved in. We can talk about tenders. They are also tenderpreneurs. And we can talk of USDs in their pockets. For example, recently there is a young girl who simply shouted Chivhayo somewhere in a video. And we saw DJ Masomere inviting the family. They were given 10,000 United States dollars in cash, and plus in a Toyota Aqua right there. So, which is also valued at around 10,000, which means this is a 20,000 US dollars cash used for this family alone. Then Munakaita Oseni Pombiadona, I will go to the bank I will collect just 1,000 as maximum. I will go tomorrow, which means if I want to have cash like 30,000, I want to pay a certain transaction in cash, I will need to go to the bank 30 times, which means every day to be able to do that. So, but even Chivhayo, they will simply write my letters and they are given higher limits. So the ordinary people will be told you can't move out your money at once, but these powerful people, they can withdraw any amount. Then we go to the very, very important issue of national security. National security can be affected by the banking system. A bogus banking system can be a security threat in any nation. Like what is happening in Zimbabwe, our banking system has become a national security threat. At this point in time, I'm going to explain. So, what it means is if we can't withdraw our money, people won't bank their money because they cannot withdraw their money when they want it. If I am allowed to go and bank it 20,000 at once, why am I not allowed to go and withdraw 20,000 at once? That is a very, very important question. It becomes a national security threat in the sense that when only the politically connected are able to do so, people will end up not banking. So the more people do not bank their money, the more the banking system collapse. And also, right now we have a lot of online transactions which can be done, which can happen using POS systems, which means money can move from bank A to bank B. What it means is Chivhayo becomes a national security threat in the sense that he can withdraw a lot of money at the expense of others. And that is collapsing the whole security, the whole banking sector. Because remember, you went to Lulu and paid 300,000 US dollars cash kwana Lulu. 300,000 cash yakanobhadharwa. We cannot talk about other expenses that are involved. What it means is that 300,000 US dollars, if it was in the banking sector, in the banking system, it could settle certain bills and everything else. Dai Mario yakangomova from Chivhayo's bank account ichienda kubank account yababa walulu. It was going to be so easy. Ipapo zvinhu zvotofamba zvakadi zvakanaka. But it didn't happen in such a way they had to use cash. So what it means is the banking sector is being crippled. Why are they being allowed to do so? It's because they are connected to number one. So when the issues of him having a private military army being recruited from ex-army officers, then it then confirms the suspicion kuti vari kumbotembei. There is a question kuti muri kumbotembei. Whatever which they are doing, vari kumbotembei. Vari kutemba kuti they have probably a private military wing yavainayo, which comprises of former military officers, former CIO officers, and former police officers from Zimbabwe. Then it will have others from other countries who will simply come to Zimbabwe and will be said they've come for employment here and there. Vari kuita chakati vachitengesa tumafoni mutown, but vari part and parcel of that grouping. So that is a very, very important issue, which is a cause of concern to Zimbabweans at this point in time. So these are the This is the information which is right there in the public domain. Right, so far so good, and it has been reported widely by a lot of people. Then we have seen contributions from different people and various people. Others are warning and telling Wikino Chivhayo to lay low. Because whatever which is happening, kune kwazviri kuenda kwazvichaputika. So this is very, very important, and we can't ignore such information, and we have to make sure that we share such critical information, because anything to do with our national security, we are concerned as citizens, because we are affected 100%. We are affected either directly or indirectly. We are not spared from these activities and these shenanigans. So this is what is happening at this point in time, and we continue to pray that change happens in the nation of Zimbabwe. We do not want the status quo to is not proper for the people of Zimbabwe. The people of Zimbabwe have suffered, and they've suffered enough. It's high time we have real change. It's high time we actually move in one direction. But we can't move in one direction kana kune vari kudya vega. Ndozvakanzi namakandiwa manje manje tinenge taakudya tese. Iyi nyaya iyi yekuti vanhu vadye vari vashoma ngaichipera. And that is the truth. So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. These are the reports which are right there in the public domain so far. According to Kozwa, Wicknell Chivhayo has been recruiting ex-military officers, and the number is not yet known or has not been established. I believe investigations are still ongoing, or they simply or deliberately withheld critical information which might be known as time progresses and as time goes on. This is it. My brother Temba, thank you very much. Ganzi, tiri kuuya kwauri Chivhayo. Mari yokuba ichakupandukira chigananda chiri kuzomhanya. Yes, zvigananda zviri kufanira kumhanya. We must speak with one voice. Whatever the circumstances, whatever it is, zvigananda zviri kufanira kumhanya. We can't be a nation where zvigananda thrives and hard workers, they continue to suffer. It can't be like that. So thank you very much, everyone. We will continue to speak truth to power. As long as we have proof of life, we will be coming live